for strike number 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Here's Nolan Arenado. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. 1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? Next to hit is Yadier Molina, trying here to plate the tying run from second. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set, the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Cardinals down to their final strike here. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over. Well, guys, we mentioned earlier that the trade deadline is almost upon us. Do you look for this team to be active as a buyer?
Matt, in this day and age, any team with any kind of hopes at a postseason run has to be considering adding a piece or two, because if you don't, you're losing a step to those teams that are making upgrades. On the other hand, you don't want to be trading away very many valuable prospects unless you're pretty sure your team is a serious contender.
Yeah, and the other thing to make sure is that the player or players you are acquiring are actually going to come in and make you a better team. It's not just about making moves to make moves, but those are the things that GMs have to figure out this time of year.
Mucha sal, mucha sal. De los que hablan con la L que hacen todo hasta el final. Un creyente boricua con bomba para fincar. En medio de la tormenta gozando voy a brincar. Yo, llámate a Elena, a Orlando y a Luca. Traigo palabras que nunca caduca. Al enemigo le tumbe la peluca. Se queda freeze con la mano en la nuca. Él sabe que esto es un asalto. Suelta mi generación y apuéstate en el asfalto. La salvación con mi pana la comparto. Tengo fuego espiritual en el aposento alto y bomba que bendice si detona. El mundo ha tratado de quitarnos la corona. Muchos viven rápido, la vida no es Daytona. Todavía hay tiempo, razona. Porque traímos bomba para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal. Porque traímos bomba para fincar. Y esto nadie nos lo puede quitar. No importa lo que pase, vamos a gozar. Traemos el sazón y somos la sal.
Que te la echo mi español muy malo. I speak English till I get up to condado. Hit the beach, I'm 40 deep with mis hermanos. Y'all don't understand my lingo, too pesado.
So 2 out, nobody on. And in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. Hard hit towards center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Killed that thing.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire. Here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. And this is lined hard to deep left. Taylor is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well.
So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And up next will be Gavin Lux. And this is on the ground to short. Could be 2. Story picks it up. There's 1. Relay to Belt. They get 2, and that'll end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. They're still down. It's 2-0. runner at first with 2 gone in the inning. And in to hit next, the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He's set, and here it comes. And he popped him up. And this is going to be a foul ball.
Hey, like again.
From the belt, the pitch. Down the left field line and deep. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
Hey, he finds himself down 0-2 with the quickness. I know he's a great 2-strike hitter, but this at bat, he's going to have to find a way to nickel and dime and get this thing back to even.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. Bellinger has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. The Giants lead. Next to hit, Trevor Story flew out last time up.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 0-1 delivery. High in the air out to center field. Bellinger's on his horse. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now. So here's the cleanup hitter, Trevor Story. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Hit on the ground out to short.
Come on, get out.
Come on, run it out, run it out. The dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly. Now to the plate, Mike Yastrzemski, and their runners at the corners now. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Strike taken to throw. Thought about going for second, but instead now they've got him in a pickle. And he'll just slap the tag on the runner heading to second. And today didn't go the way he wanted it to at the plate. Kind of a pedestrian debut with his new team.
Yeah, it wasn't his finest hour with the bat, but he should have plenty of opportunities down the stretch to make an impact.
No sé cuál me voy, el ferro, el Porsche, la C3 o el Rolls Royce. El bote parqueado en San Croix, viviendo la vida como si se va a acabar hoy. Yo, tranquilo en la mía es que estoy. El Richard Zafiro, Dios más los bendiga, mis hijos no nacerá otro como Floyd. Las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Es que mi tiempo me vale dinero, no te asustes si te enseño todos los ceros. La vida me bendijo porque me mero, soy mi jefe, so hago lo que yo quiero. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que aquí es real. Me venga a frontear, preguntarle al banquero, son 3 melones semanal. No existe quien me va a parar, se juntaron todos para quererme frenar. Saludo a la federal y al estatal, cambié todas las válvulas ya que pueden barbulear. Yo sí que no voy a cambiar, los que se viraron que les vaya mal. Y si me tiran sabes que voy a pichar. Los palos son legales, las cortas están digitales. Los roles, los out de mal, la caja nunca para eso no. Y las baby le llegan, los míos al día no le falta nada. Las guaguas son negras, están todas blindadas. Tu ronca allá afuera, aquí tú no eres nada. Aquí arriba no llegan, tú sabes que...
The Giants would sorely like to win this one and deliver a blow to a rival team that's perched up on top of their division. Chris Taylor comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a move over to first, and a leap, but it's fired right over his head. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And he misses with it 1-1.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making it work for this one.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Here comes the 1-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon. Struck him out, so a great job of working out of certain danger as he strands the possible tying and winning runs on base, and the ball game is over. So the Giants get the better of the guys at the top of the standings and as a result draw a full game closer in the division race.
And Matt, you don't see it just looking at the standings, but a win like this is bigger than just the one game that you made up. There's a psychological gain in striking a blow to that king of the mountain. It strengthens your belief that you got the stuff to mount a serious challenge.
And it also puts the opposition on notice that you're coming for them. They can't get too comfortable up there leading the standings.
Anybody else's. I say I'm yours, but there's always someone else. We're both so far gone. Yeah, tell right from.
That brings up Pavin Smith. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
1-1. Here it is. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that change.
Threw it right past him, a swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. Still a 3-2 ball game. And now in the box, Evan Longoria. He'll start us off in the 8th.
Number 10, Evan Longoria.
Lifted down the line in left. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. This one's flared out toward left. Here comes Peralta. He's there and records the first out. Here's Buster Posey now. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Now a swing by Posey, and this one's on the ground to short. In time to first, and there are 2 away. So next to hit is Hunter Bishop. He bats here as the reigning Rookie of the Month in the National League. And he hits it hard to the right side. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Bottom of the inning now, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Third baseman.
And he lays off there 1-0.
Cabrera.
And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. The ball and 2 strikes.
1 and 2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
LaStella has it. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, catcher, Ethan.
Carson Kelly will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. He's set and the pitch. As he'll go after the first pitch to him, it comes up empty. It's strike 1. 261 the average coming into action here. A dozen home runs and 36 RBIs. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Hit sharply on the ground, and that is through into right field for a single. So at the very least, that 2-out base hit will prevent the pitcher spot from leading off the next inning. Christian Walker come on a pinch hit here in a big spot. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Carson Kelly will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out. Stephon Crichton enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Brandon Belt will try to get his club a little 9th inning insurance as he'll grab a bat to pinch hit, leading things off here. Left side, but well foul. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 18 homers to go along with 52 RBIs. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Action now in the Arizona bullpen as they have a right-hander up and throwing. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 0-2. Fouled off. And it's fouled away. Ready with another 0-2. Now a ball lined toward right center. And this will be just what the manager ordered as he's off the bench with extra bases. The relay, but it won't be in time, and it's a leadoff double.
You could tell he was thinking fastball all the way here, and that's exactly what he got. He was able to get the bat head out front and pull it into the gap into right center. Now they're set up pretty nicely for a good inning after that leadoff double.
And that's in there, base hit. And they'll put the brakes on at third. Runners at the corners with nobody out.
Up next for the Giants.
Hey, this has the makings of being a pretty big inning, D-Row. Leadoff double, now a base hit, and all of a sudden we're looking at first and third.
Yes. Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And that could be a big insurance run here as that pushes the lead to 2 here in the top of the 9th.
Now that the left fielder.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and to make sure pitcher go out there with a little bit more freedom.
This one gets through, and that could bring in a run. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out. Taylor Clark is summoned in the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases loaded, nobody out. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
Hey, that's the kind of swing you'd like to see a guy take with the bases loaded. He's going for the downs.
Oh, this is hit to third. Will it be 2? They get the force at the plate on to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone. Into the box, Evan Longoria. In his career versus this pitcher, he's just 1 for 6. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
The 0-1 offering.
He put himself in a good position jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
Hit high and deep out to left. Peralta going back to the track, to the wall. Gone! It's a grand slam. So he will touch them all on the grand slam. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Man, that has to hurt. He was one pitch away from getting out of the inning without the wheels coming completely off. But guess what? Now this thing is stripped and on blocks.
And that'll bring up Buster Posey. Lifted down the line in left. Peralta on the move. But he can't get there, and it bounces over the wall. It's a ground rule double.
Up next to the Giants, the center fielder.
You can see that he was all over that pitch, yanking it down the line. They're lucky that thing bounced over the fence, because if it would have got lost in the corner out there, there's no...
Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. And they throw up the stop sign at third as they decide to play it safe with 2 away. Joaquin Soria comes on the pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Brandon Belt. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. On a foul ball here, 0-1. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. On the ground to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 9-2 ball game.
The third baseman, Donovan Solano.
So now to the plate, Donovan Solano. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here. Swing and a little blooper to center. Center fielder coming on. He's not going to get it. And the 2-out rally continues. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
The second baseman.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes there.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
He's looking to deliver here with the bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike.
Boy, this is one of those ABs you like to hit the rewind button on. Put himself in a tough spot now, hitting with 2 strikes.
Popped him up. Escobar waits on it, and he makes the catch to retire the side. Brandon Belt is out from the bullpen now as he'll make his first appearance here on the season.
Number 17, Jake.
Now back to the
Leading up for the Diamondbacks, the center fielder, Tim Castro.
First pitch coming. Here it is. On the corner at the knees, 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
2 mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good one.
And another foul ball. 0-2 once more. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. Longoria is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. 1 away.
Shortstop, Nick.
Next, it'll be Nick Ahmed. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. No balls and a strike to count. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now back, left fielder, Jake Bell.
Comes set. First pitch on its way. Chopped toward the second baseman. And he'll reach first safely.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an 8.
He's got it, and the Giants have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
One shot is never enough. I just wait for us to go in circles. A lifetime of giving up for you. I'll stop, give me a break. Don't say something about my bad. And first he would tell me I'm his friend. Actually, no thanks, I'm okay. And then he would send me lost my way. I want new friends, but then I want me. And making plans while I'm on TV. Thought it was him, but maybe it's me. I want new friends, but then I want me. And the 80s song, yeah, how'd it go? When they said this is the beginning of the best years, even though false break. One shot is never enough. I just wait for this to go into circles. And the distance of my room is anything so necessary. I was thinking about that thing that you said last night. So boring. And the
Well, in case you didn't already know or needed a reminder, Trevor Story is a pretty important player for this club.
Yeah, you know, that's an understatement, Matt.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. Ryan McMahon digs in to bat next. He's set. The 2-2. Hit on the ground to short. Story brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Colorado. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No score. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. Way late on the fastball for strike 1. These Rockies guys, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games, behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, the pitch. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
La Stella at second with 2 down. Another one sent foul. Here's the 0-2. This one's down to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw to first beats him easily, and the side is retired.
Leading up for the Giants.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Trevor Story will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
This guy's been really on point so far, but it's not getting any easier. He has to get through 4, 5, and 6 right here.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Tapia. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. Up next, Trevor Story. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Swing and a liner. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roy. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat. I think that steal attempt was all about trying to stay out of the inning-ending double play. But now there are 2 outs, so that makes getting that run home from third a lot more difficult. That's the risk you take.
Trevor Story steps in now. He has no prior history against this pitcher. From the stretch, here's the pitch. The bouncer to the left side. He tries to take it from a knee, but this gets by. A base hit. 1 run scores. And he's safe.
Hey, D-Roy, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Come on, big dog. Need you here.
And another throw over.
He's good.
And a dive, but he's back in there. 3 runs, 7 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. And he doesn't want him to get off to a big lead out there at second, so he steps off to look him back. Ready on 0-2. Bit of a surprise here as he's going to try to lay one down. Only played it first, so the sacrifice works that time. Next to bat for the Giants, Brandon Belt. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Here's a blooper out toward left center. Rogers has it for out number 3. chance to reflect on this one. Story turned in a nice performance at the plate, guys.
Yeah, no doubt. We mentioned earlier how important he is to this club. It's contributions like this one today, if turned in consistently over the long haul, can really have a huge impact on this ball club, assuming everyone else is holding up their end of the bargain. I look forward to seeing some more of the same from him in the future, and I know they do as well.
Just one last ride. Gravity's pulling me down. This time I got myself found, but just before I turn up the lights, tonight I feel stopping for nothing. My devil is turned into oblivion. I had it coming, too close to the sun, into oblivion. Visions of the future, crystal inside. My personal apocalypse finally arrived. Just a feather in that weather. Yeah, lost in the wild. Won't live like this forever. Putting my world to rights. Tonight I feel stopping for nothing.
So stepping in is J.D. Davis. Potential tying run for him at third base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Into center field. Line drive, base hit. Line drive snagged on a short hop. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
Up next to the bat. The shortstop, Francisco Lindor.
So here's Francisco Lindor now. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch.
Oh, that's
2-1. Both teams with an even 10 hits in the ballgame. A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop.
Hey, after those 2 breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here.
And a full count now, 3-2.
Definitely a big pitch coming up right now.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Big time. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Aaron Luke will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jonathan Villar is into the ballgame as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Comes set, and the 0-1. To the left side, but it's well foul.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we're going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. The next 0-2. On the ground to third. Oh, terrible bounce, and it goes right by him.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning, game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
That's going to bring up Hunter Bishop. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Swing and a liner. A leap here, but it ticks off his glove. Over to Villar. Alex Dickerson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 12, Alex
From the stretch. pulled toward right center field. And that's in there, base hit. The throw is wild, and it gets away. And with that, the go-ahead runs up to second now with only one away.
Hey, after that hit right there, Hero, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Into the box now, Donovan Solano. And that's going to get down out there. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 4-3 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's when it makes you feel really good about yourself.
He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Now this is hit not all that hard out to second. And indeed, he'll not even try as he goes to first, and that means 2 men are in scoring position now with 2 away. So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Giants will have to be content with just the 1. Jose Alvarez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Jose Alvarez.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and now it'll be the catcher, Tomas Nido. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Pops this one up. And not the start they were hoping for as the leadoff man is kept off base to start the 9th. Next for the Mets, Jonathan Villar, as the switch hitter will bat right-handed here. 0-1 the count. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Man, when you're struggling at the plate, that pitcher smells blood in the water. He's coming right after you, trying to end it quick.
Throw on to first, and the Mets are down to their final out. Mets down to their final out now, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Here's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Whoa, he was swinging out of his shoes on that changeup. Must have looked real good coming in, but a different story once it got near the plate.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
And he struck him out for out number 3, so that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
I'm guessing I'ma be okay. Say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow.
Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me.
God. The God ordered is Tokyo and I'm Godzilla. Playing blackjack versus Daniel on the card dealer. Just bought a demon, I'm screaming about the car dealer. Last temptation of Mike, but I'm a God figure. Tell Beelzebub that the God don't need a job, and if I did, the oligarchs would be missing the when I'm gone. This is Bonaparte and he paired with Tucson, and they went on a world conquest. Tear you from need a part. Michael remained dead, but still virtuous. Wait to make a petty, you found out the church services. Not a holy man, but a moral in my perversiveness. So I support workers unionizing their services.
They say that you don't love me. Hey, I'm guessing I'ma be okay. You say that you don't feel me now. I feel like I'ma live somehow. Your love never meant much to me. Love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much to me. Your love never meant much.
Born from the ether, I just appeared out of cloud. Scream invaded the world. Break what's coming out like you break it. I watch my mouth, child, he don't pronounce my name correct. Rules are gotta be rules, any exceptions, and I'm not a leader. Think in the box and I get him, I fix the shot as if I eat a donut hole. Don't get to the crib and quickly. I watch my mouth when I'm finished watching y'all suck clock. Don't doubt you put an ounce of that evil on me, I'm flipping Ricky. I give an inch to you simps, I'll never forgive me. Not saying it's a conspiracy, but you're all against me. You see a future with runner jewels, ain't the shit, but cancel my trip, turn the time machine back around.
Now to bat, Hunter Bishop.
The center fielder, Hunter Bishop.
He's set. Here it comes. This is hit the other way out toward left field. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. So here's Pete Alonso. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning if they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Sliced hard on the ground. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Yeah, and after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hit streak going.
You know what, and this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
He just ramps up, and here's the fastball by him, 0-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play. J.D. Davis the next to bat. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch.
We'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Tyler Rogers is up off the bench as he'll pinch hit here to start inning number 7. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Donovan Solano. He bounced out last time up. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait till the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Conforto back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and into bat next it'll be Alex Dickerson. He's set, and the pitch. This is line to left. Smith gets under it and makes the catch to end the Roberto Osuna gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home seventh. First offering on its way. And he swings right over the top of this one. 0-1. Good changeup there as he takes command. 0-2.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Got him to go down swinging there. James McCann sent packing to begin the bottom of the seventh. Luis Guillorme will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. 1-0 the count. A ball and a strike. Fouled away. The 1-2. Rounded slowly to the left side. Story scoops it up. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Stepping in once again is Brandon Nimmo. He grounded out last time up. And he popped him up. Solano trying to get there. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Count remains at 0-2. 1 run, 5 hits, and no errors on the Mets line score so far. And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Aaron Luke has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. New inning set to get underway, and in to hit next, shortstop Trevor Story. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Story swings, and this ball is hammered to deep left field. And as Giants fans hear on television quite frequently, that ball is out of here.
The crowd was hoping and praying he'd go down. Then he quiets them in a hurry with one swing of the bat. And more importantly than quieting the crowd, it gives his guys the lead. That's what we call timely production by a big-time power hitter.
Mike Yastrzemski digging in at the plate. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. The 0-1 on its way. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And the pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Reined in. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone. One gone here in the Giants' half of the 8th. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Popped him up. Alonso has room in foul territory, and he makes the catch for the second out. Now at the plate here is Buster Posey. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Looking up is Nimmo. Gone!
And you know who's the happiest about that insurance run right now? The guys in the bullpen. They can now breathe a little easier knowing they have a bigger cushion to work with to close this one out.
Dylan Betances is on out of the bullpen now as he gets to work in his 60th game of the season. That's going to bring up Hunter Bishop. And he puts it on the ground to second. Scooped up. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. And this will be fouled away. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 0-2 home. Lifted down the line in left. And foul. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there. That cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
Oh, and they pulled the string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Dominic Smith is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And that finds the target. 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Now back, first base.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso, trying to avoid becoming the 3rd strikeout victim of the inning here. The 1-0. Chopped in front of home plate. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So here now's the pitcher, Roberto Osuna. He'll start things off in the top of the 9th as they look for a little insurance. Down the left field line and deep, but this will wind up being a foul ball. Betances is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty V, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls, and that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his 2nd hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Here's Tommy La Stella now. Fouled off. He's had a great game so far, and a triple would complete the cycle. Into the corner and slicing foul. Here's the 0-2. Oh, on the ground to first. Can this be 2? To second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
Up next to the Giants.
Now it'll be Alex Dickerson, though they might pitch around him here with a couple of bases empty. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. A fine sliding catch here will take us to break. Don't go anywhere. More Tuesday Night Baseball after this. So now into the box is Michael Conforto. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Did well just to make contact there as he spoils off a good changeup. Struck him out. So here's Jeff McNeil. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Out in front of it, strike 1.